Hey, reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League.
Welcome everybody to Rockingham Speedway. My name's Josh Holl. We are here with the original Rebels Racing League Holl Heating and Sheet Metal Truck Series here tonight on Intensity Broadcasting here on iRacing, and we're getting ready as we're winding down the season. Just a couple weeks to go. We have tonight at Rockingham, next week at Texas, and then we round the season out at Phoenix on June 5th. So just a few more weeks until the end of the season. It's anybody's ball game as we are still in the playoffs. So let's take a look at those playoff points coming into tonight. You see Garrett Kinder at the top of the board, Tracy Parsons, Christian Dedman, Joshua Oswald, Cody Bohm, Brandon Wallace, Josh Lokovitz, and Josh Smith. So the three Joshes still currently in the round of 8. As we get ready after next week, this is the first race of the round of 8. Then next week will be where we round down to the final 4 for Phoenix. We see Christian Dedman out on track right now. Actually, he just hit the wall at the end of pit road. See who else is out on track right now. We see Tracy Parsons out in the 53, looking to advance himself into the round of 4. Again, if one of the playoff drivers wins here tonight, they will automatically transfer into the round of 4 at Phoenix. Garrett Kinder currently fastest on the board. Christian Dedman second fastest, currently still stuck at the end of pit road there. Cody Bohm, another one of our playoff drivers, currently in the top 5 on the speed charts right now. As we got about 2.5 minutes left here in practice tonight. You see Cody Bohm having a little spin there off the corner. Rockingham is not an easy racetrack to navigate. Let's take a look at the race info here, and you can see the shape of the track is D-shaped, but very, very difficult to drive. It's a very bumpy old surface. The banking definitely makes it difficult to get through the corner, and we'll ride along here with Jason Warren. You can see just how bumpy this track really is. He's following Cody Bohm and trying to do everything he can to hold on to it. So let's take a look, great view here at the left front suspension. You'll see how much this truck travels here in the corner through the bumps. That's going to make a very difficult night for these drivers here tonight. Well, I thank everybody for joining us here on Intensity Broadcasting. Again, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty here tonight. That's just 3 races to go after tonight. See if one of our playoff drivers can automatically advance themselves to Phoenix after tonight, or is a non-playoff driver going to steal the show? Maybe somebody like William Griffith. Of course, we want to thank all of our great sponsors that make this league possible. Of course, Holl Heating and Sheet Metal coming on board as the title sponsor. Of course, we always want to remember the memory of Ray Cobb. Smeal Racing Designs, Shiba Inu Crypto, Peg Lake Felts, P&J Motorsports, Evil Empire SimSport, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, BK Motorsports, and Sabuski Window Tinting, all making the series possible, as we have just a few more seconds left here in practice before we get qualifying underway. See Tyler Race out there getting a little loose off the corner. We're going to see a lot of that tonight. As we get ready for qualifying here at Rockingham. Rockingham, a track that I wish they would put back on the NASCAR schedule. It's a track that's got a lot of character. Again, just over a mile long. The turns are banked at 22 and 25 degrees. Straightaways banked at 8 degrees. And it's been around for a long time. The track opened in 1965 as a flat 1 mile track. 69, it was reconfigured to the high bank D-shaped oval we have today. See Tyler Race out on track. Getting ready to start his qualifying run. Just took the green flag as he makes his way down the backstretch. Snags that white flag, just one lap to go for him. Down into turn number 1, and you'll see a couple different lines that these drivers will be running here tonight. Some drivers are going to try to get down to the bottom as quickly as they can. Some drivers are going to run a very arcing line. You see Tyler Race right down to the bottom, pushes up the track, tries to get the grip as he navigates over the bumps. Ooh, almost catches the wall off of turn number 4, just barely misses the wall, and he is currently up on the pole. Garrett Kinder just took the white flag. He's coming down the backstretch on his second lap. Christian Dedman just jumped up to the provisional pole. And that's going to put Garrett Kinder currently at the top of the board. Kevin Kinder, good to see you as always. Josh Lokovitz out on track currently. Off of turn number 4 to take the white flag for his second lap of qualifying. And Lokovitz is going to come across the line. And he is going to stay in that 6th position. Aaron Adcock out on track in a different looking truck than we're used to seeing for him. That Colin Wolverines truck. Has taken the green flag. This is his first of 2 laps. Off of turn number 4 into the stripe to take the white flag. Currently up to P5. Let's see what he's able to do on his second lap. Off of turn number 4. Keeps it down low. Down across the apron into the stripe. And he is going to stay currently in that 5th position. See who else is out on track. Richard Dedman is out on track. He's just finished up his qualifying attempt. So we have a few trucks left to qualify. Looks like 6 trucks left to qualify here tonight. Of course, let's again take a look at our standings coming in tonight. As it stands right now, 1, 2, 3, Oklahoma boys getting it done. That is for sure. Garrett Kinder at the top of the leaderboard. We see Aaron Adcock, Tracy Passions, Christian Dedman, Josh Oswald, Cody Bohm, Brandon Wallace, Josh Lokovitz, and Josh Smith.
Mic on.
Oh,
Charging battery.
sorry about that, Gavin. My headset finally connected through, and you can see the drivers here trying to move themselves automatically to the next round. Now, it looks like qualifying has completed. So let's go ahead and take a look at your starting grid. And as always, your starting grid is brought to you by BK Motorsports, and your Peg Leg Felts Pole Award will go to the 13 of Garrett Kinder. Starting at second will be the 3 of Christian Dedman. Then Tyler Rice. He'll be rolling off from the 3rd position with Tracy Passons to his outside in 4th, and Aaron Adcock rounding out your top 5. Brandon Wallace start in the 6th position with Josh Lokovitz rolling off 7th. Jason Warren in the 8th position. Then rounding out the top 10 will be Josh DeJet Oswald and Cody Bohm. William Griffith, he'll be rolling off from the 11th spot with Josh Smith in the 12th position. Row number 7 will find Kyle Roberts in the 35 with Alex Veith to his outside in the 14th position. Charlie Elmore will be rolling off from 15th with Mike Veith in the 9 and 16th. And Mickey Isaac looks like he has missed the start. As the trucks start rolling. Oh, I thought I hit the wrong button. As the trucks start rolling on their pace lap here at Rockingham Speedway. Paul Passions, thanks for tuning in and checking in with us here tonight. Rockingham is always an exciting place to watch a race, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of excitement out of these boys tonight. A small field, but it's not going to be small on action. I can guarantee that right now. As the pace truck gets ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Garrett Kinder's going to have the inside lane as the control truck. Pace truck has pulled off. Kinder's going to lead him down to the starting zone. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing here at The Rock. Already Garrett Kinder with a great jump down into turn number 1. Tyler Rice able to move around Christian Dedman. Christian Dedman's struggling a little bit right now. He's falling backwards. Oh, and already one truck down off the track. That was the 32 of Jason Warren. He's been able to get back up on track, though. And somebody just gone around. It looks like Josh Lokovitz. A lot of damage to that truck. No caution. See if we can see what happened to Lokovitz here. Oh, he was already sideways at this point. Just got loose, nose down into the wall. Fortunately, he's going to have to get down on the pit road to get that truck fixed up as Garrett Kinder goes on by to put him a lap down. And Tyler Rice right there in tow trying to run down that 13 machine. Tracy Passion's right there behind the 3 of Christian Dedman. Oh, you hear the tire spin out of the 53. He's trying to do everything he can to get around that 3 machine, and we've already seen just how bumpy this track is. Oh, almost a little bit of contact between those 2 drivers. Oh, there is some contact between those 2. Christian Dedman came down the track just a little bit at the same time. 53 came up the track a little bit. No harm, no foul. They continue on. But without a small track like this, we're going to see plenty of contact here tonight. Because now Tracy Passion's looking down to the inside of Aaron Adcock. And Christian Dedman's going to follow through as well. He's going to try to make a move down underneath. Oh, some contact. Adcock up into the wall. Doesn't look like there was any damage, though. I don't think he actually hit the wall, but he lost a ton of momentum there. As just in front, we see a battle with Cody Bohm. William Griffith. Griffith also hits the apron. So we're seeing a lot of apron hitting here in these drivers tonight, and that's going to make things incredibly difficult to hold on to your truck when you catch that apron, because once you hit that apron, it shoots the truck right up the track. As Cody Bohm now takes a look down to the inside of Christian Dedman to move himself up into the 5th position. Just behind, we saw William Griffith almost hit the wall. Allowed Brandon Wallace to get on by. Now Jason Warren and Aaron Adcock are battling side by side. Aaron Adcock's trying to get himself back up towards the front. In the chat, we see Amber Adcock says, love the paint job Aaron Adcock's running. There's a sweet looking paint job for sure. We were talking about that in the pre-race. Kevin Kidder says small field equals long green flag runs. Hopefully we'll see some long green flag runs here tonight. As Tyler Rice says Tracy Passion's reeling him in now. And Ratchet Miller says, howdy Josh, howdy Ratchet. Good to see you here tonight. As your boy Garrett Kinder has himself almost a 3/4 second lead over second place Tyler Rice. But Tyler has a mirror full of the 53 of Tracy Passions. And just behind Cody Bohm, running down the 17 of Josh Jet Oswald. Cody trying to move himself up into the 4th position. Behind, we've got a gaggle of trucks back here as William Griffith's trying to get around Aaron Adcock. Looking down to the inside. Right behind him, Jason Warren. And again, you can just see how much travel the suspension on these trucks are getting here tonight at Rockingham. Trucks moving around a ton. Makes it very difficult to steer the truck when the truck's bouncing around that much. We're seeing that right now as Brandon Wallace has just got around Christian Dedman to move himself up into the 6th position. And Aaron Adcock right there as well. Trying to advance his position to give him a shot to move on next week at Texas to the Final Four. You see Cody Bohm still all over the back bumper of Josh Oswald. This will give you a great view of just how bumpy this track really is. As these two continue to battle for 4th and 5th place. Tyler Rice now has a mirror full of Tracy Passions. He is there. Passions trying to take over the 2nd position to see if he can make a run here at Garrett Kinder. And while these two are racing, Kinder is just stretching his lead. Christian Dedman taking a look down to the inside of Jason Warren. Trying to take over that 8th position. Warren, though, just run just a little bit higher, able to get a good run off the corner and keep that 3 truck behind him. Now Griff is taking a look down yet again, but just not close enough to try to make anything happen. Here we go. Tracy Parsons now down to the inside of Tyler Rice, trying to take that position away. Tyler, though, fighting back hard on the high side. Zach Wittstein in the chat tonight says, "What's up, folks? It's going well, Zach. Good to see you here tonight." As Tracy Parsons trying to get the nose down underneath that 6 machine to try to take over that second position. While these two are battling, Garrett Kinder continues to pull away. Another playoff driver, Josh Smith, trying to move himself forward. But he's got Alex Veith right there on the back bumper, trying to get around. And just in front of him, William Griffith, as here comes Veith looking down to the inside. He throws it down in there, but just not able to make it stick. That's going to allow Josh Smith to get a good run here and pull away from that 51 machine and set his sights on the 12 of William Griffith. Up front, though, here we go again. Tracy Parsons looking down to the inside of Tyler Rice. And now Tracy Parsons has moved himself into the second position. And Zach Wittstein says been tuning in. But big race for Kinder tonight with him going to the All-Star race next week. That is for sure. So he's got to do everything he can to get the win here tonight. William Griffith battling with Josh Smith. And just behind, Alex Veith coming into the mix here as well. Ooh, Griff gets really loose off the corner. That allows Veith to get on by. And here comes Charlie Elmore taking a look here as well. Oh, some contact. Griff gets turned around. Caution is out. And that is going to bring up our first Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind, as we take a look to see exactly what happened. We were watching it happen live here, but let's take a look and see exactly what happened to William Griffith here. We'll take a look here from the blimp. Oops. Try that one again. You see Elmore trying to take advantage of the William Griffith, who has a little bit of a slowdown there, and he catches the quarter panel of that 12, sends him for a spin right there. Looks like really no damage for anybody else right now. Yeah, the drift over dozer got doved, that's for sure. As Garrett Kinder leads the field down, and they're all going to hit pit road. Yes, next Saturday is the NASCAR All-Star Race, which Garrett Kinder will be at, so you'll now have an opportunity to get any points next week. And for those watching on YouTube, I do apologize for the for that up on the screen. You see the entire field down on pit road. See who can win the battle off pit road, or if everybody's going to take 4 tires, or is anybody going to gamble and take 2 tires here? We see Kinder off first. Tracy Parsons, Cody Bohm, Josh Lokenvitz. Looks like he stayed out to get his lap back. So he is currently back on the lead lap. Looks like he took the lucky dog, so he's going to get the opportunity to pit now. Nobody took 2 tires. Everybody took 4. And Cody Bohm gains 1 position on pit road, having a little better pit stop than the 6 of Tyler Rice. Oh, this time by, looks like the lights on the pace car should be shutting off. We'll have 1 lap to go before we go back green flag racing. Of course, don't forget to check out the home of the original Rebels at ORRleague.com, where you can find stats, standings, schedules, and news from the original Rebels Racing League. So you can check that out again, ORRleague.com. Don't forget to check out our web store, IntensityBroadcasting.com. You can find hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs. We have some new designs in there as well. Also, there's a little hamburger menu on the top left corner. You can even find the web store for @LeAtManWees, so you can check that out at IntensityBroadcasting.com. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Garrett Kinder chooses the inside for this restart. Going to put Tracy Passions out to the outside. Cody Bohm starting in 3rd. Tyler Rice back in 4th. Josh Oswald and Aaron Adcock back in row number 3. Brandon Wallace, Jason Warren, row 4. And Christian Denman, Josh Smith round out the top 10. Says the field. Yes, I said hamburger. Says the field makes their way through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn. On to pit road. Kinder gets him down to the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. Another great jump for our leader. Just like we saw earlier, that 2nd row, Cody Bohm trying to make a move there on the bottom, but catches too much of the apron, gets really loose, and ends up having to tuck in behind the 53 of Tracy Passons, as Passons currently running down Garrett Kinder. Oh, almost some contact between Tracy and Kinder, and they rocket down the front stretch into turn number 1. Passons is trying to run down Garrett Kinder on these fresh tires. Here comes Josh Oswald looking down to the inside of Cody Bohm. Oh, gets really loose there. Is he able to hold on to it? He will, but he's going to lose a ton of positions trying to gather that truck back up. Now Cody Bohm taking a look down underneath Tracy Passons, trying to take over that 2nd position as they are side by side off of turn number 2. Bohm's going to have to tuck back in line. That's exactly what Garrett Kinder wants to see. Oh, Passons gets loose all by himself. He gathers it up and stays in front of Cody Bohm. Here comes Tyler Rice on the outside. They are 3 wide behind. Cody Bohm gets a little contact from behind. He's able to hold on to it. Now Jason Warren taking a look down to the inside of the 78. There's action all over the track as Jason Warren trying to take over that 4th position from Cody Bohm. Cody getting really loose up there on the high side in the bumps. Oh, Jason Warren up into the wall with hard contact. Caution is out. Jason Warren able to get that truck going again. Take a look at the wreckage rewind, and we see Jason Warren as Aaron Adcock to his outside. Well, contact sends Warren up into the wall. Loses it. Gets spun around down the front stretch. Aaron Adcock, a little more contact to that 32 machine. Hard contact for Aaron Adcock. Everybody else able to sneak on through. We see Christian Dedman able to sneak on by around, along with Josh Smith. As that brings some drivers down onto pit road. We see Aaron Adcock coming down, get some damage fixed, along with Brandon Wallace, Jason Warren, and Josh Lokovitz back down on the pit road. Checking over to the chat here. Ratchet Miller says, man, these fellas pedaling hard. They are. As you can see, the track is extremely difficult here tonight. Also say Kevin Kinder giving the thumbs up there. And I like Taylor says, it's Josh Y'all. Hi, Josh. Hi, Tyler. How you doing? Good to see you here tonight with the Original Rebels Racing League Holl Sheet Metal Rebels Truck Series here on iRacing. Of course, as always, we have our Sunday night truck doubleheader. Mondays, we still have a gap to fill, but Tuesdays, you can find another truck doubleheader with the first race of the night being the Doghouse Racing League Shoney's Truck Series, kicking off at 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by the SC SRA Truck Series, kicking off at 9:30. Of course, Wednesday night is our SCSRA Xfinity Series, Thursday night Thunderstruck, Saturday night Send It Cup Series. So check out all the racing here on Intensity Broadcasting. As the lights on the pace truck are off, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Garrett Kinder is going to lead the field back down to the restart zone. See if Tracy Pass is able to get a better restart this time, or if Tyler Rice is going to be able to sneak on by. Here they come down to the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. Passon's with a much better restart. Tyler Rice caught sleeping there. He's going to stay down there on the bottom side. Cody Bohm trying to make a move around. Now he's able to get around Tyler Rice, and he's going to set himself down towards the front. Tracy Passion's looking down. Took a look down to the inside of Garrett Kinder. Wasn't able to quite make that move just yet. As Passions now has a mirror full of Cody Bohm, right along with Tracy Passions. See, Passions able to drive in just a little bit deeper, but Bohm able to pick up the throttle a little bit faster. Gets right there to the back bumper. Now Bohm taking a look down to the inside. They rocket down the backstretch side by side for second place. But just not able to complete the pass as they're starting to run down Garrett Kinder. Even though they're side by side, Kinder looks like he's taking it easy a little bit on this run, trying to save those tires. Tracy Passions now taking a look down to the inside. Almost some contact between the 13 and the 53. Passions trying to do everything he can to get around that 13 machine. Cody Bohm way down on the bottom. Got really loose off of turn number 2. Loses all his momentum. Yellow flag is out. Jason Warren has gone around yet again. And he's already on to pit road. And that's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Actually, it looks like quite a few drivers involved in this one. See if we can see what happened to Jason Warren. running down on the low side, catches that apron, pushes up the track. We see smoke in front of him. There it is. So we saw the smoke in front of him, and it looks like he slides up into Charlie Elmore. They make hard contact with the outside wall. Kyle Roberts just barely able to sneak through there. We see Lokovitz going around as well. Somehow William Griffith got involved. Oh, Josh Smith and William Griffith involved in a separate incident altogether. We can see what happened to that was the smoke we saw originally, was Griff getting loose. Catches Josh Smith. Oh, Kyle Roberts involved as well. So quite a few drivers involved in this one. Garrett Kinder back down on pit road, and he's going to win the race off of pit road. Cody Bohm out second. Tracy Passions in third. Brandon Wallace comes off pit road fourth, and Josh Oswald off pit road in the fifth position. Looks like Tyler Rice stayed out here. Kevin Kinder asks, how many races do I announce in a week? I announce usually the doubleheader on Sundays, although today I did have to work till 9. So, but typically 2 races on Sunday, 2 races on Tuesday, and Friday night in the Xfinity Series as well. So typically about 5 to 6 races a week. I always enjoy hanging out here on Sunday nights with you guys, watching some great racing and talking a little smack with Ratchet. Speaking of Ratchet, it wouldn't be a Sunday night conversation if I didn't bring up IntensityBroadcasting.com. Again, where you can find hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, and of course, Ratchet Miller's favorite t-shirt that we have, our Cautions Breed Cautions t-shirt. So you can find those over at IntensityBroadcasting.com. Of course, as I was mentioning as well, find the little hamburger menu and you can bring yourself over to Alley Reese Racing, where you can find hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all Atlee Weiss merchandise. Atlee having a great season this year at Langley, so he appreciates the love and support that we can give him. Check that out, all at IntensityBroadcasting.com. Ratchet says, yep, always show up for some smack talk, always a good time. So here we go. Tyler Rice and Alex Veith both stayed out. So they are on older tires over Garrett Kinder and Cody Bohm. As the field makes their way through turns 3 and 4, pace truck getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Tyler Rice on those older tires is going to have to watch out for wheel spin. Green flag is in the air, and exactly that. You see Alex Veith slow to get away. A little bit of wheel spin for that 51 machine. Garrett Kinder able to get by. There goes Tracy Passons and Josh Oswald. You see Garrett Kinder trying to run down the 6 of Tyler Rice as they make their way down through turns 3 and 4 and down to the front stretch. Tracy Passons really letting it hang out there, trying to get around the 13 of Garrett Kinder, but just not able to do it just yet. Now he's looking to the outside. Garrett Kinder down on the inside, and can Passons make the move on the high side? He will move himself up into the second position. Now he's going to try to take the lead away from Tyler Rice as they make their way through turns 3 and 4. Garrett Kinder, oh, a little contact, it looks like. Oh, Tracy Passons up into the wall. I don't really know if there was contact or not between them. No caution as we're able to stay green. Let's take a look at this again, maybe a little closer view here. Was there a little bit of contact here? Looks like there was, but it doesn't look intentional. Just some hard racing between those two. As now Garrett Kinder is taking a look down to the inside of Tyler Rice. But Tyler able to hold on to that lead. And just behind him, Josh Oswald trying to get himself up into the mix here as well. So both Po-Man Motorsports drivers having some issues tonight. Tracy Passions currently runs in the 7th position. A little bit of damage to that 53 machine. And Aaron Hadcock currently running back in the 11th position. Another driver's got a little bit of damage to his truck as he's battling with Josh Lokenvitz just outside the top 10. Garrett Kinder now taking a look down to the inside of Tyler Rice. This time Kinder's going to take that position away just behind Alex Veith, fighting hard to keep that 4th position. He's got Josh Smith right behind him, Cody Bohm and Tracy Passions as well. So Alex Veith able to hold on with these older tires, sitting back in the 4th position. As we are just past halfway here at Rockingham. Josh Oswald now taking a look down underneath Tyler Rice. Tyler trying to battle on the high side, but again with older tires, it's tough to defend. While they're side by side, that allows Garrett Kinder just to start to run away again. Roger Miller says hard racing, it happens, it does, and that's exactly what we saw, some great hard racing as Josh Oswald able to get around Tyler Rice to move up himself up into the 2nd position. Alex Veith now under attack, stuck up on the high side. There goes Josh Smith and Cody Bohm both going around here. Saw a little bit of smoke in front of these drivers, but doesn't look like anybody is off pace. See, a lot of drivers moving around quite a bit. Josh Lokenvitz and Charlie Elmore here, both loose off the corner. Seeing drivers struggling with the bumps here. So Cody Bohm up into the 5th position. Tracy Passions has moved around Alex Veith to take over the 6th position, although Alex trying to fight back on that low line, and Griff there on the high side trying to get around Veith as well. And some contact between Griff and Veith. Griff around Veith. Contact, yellow flag is out. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch wreckage rewind. As we take a look to see what happened here between Griff and Veith, it looks like Veith just kind of overdrove the corner a little bit. Griff making his normal line, driving down into the corner. The two of them make contact. Griff up into the wall. Doesn't look like hard contact. And then Alex Veith getting a little more contact right there. Does he catch the wall here? That's the wrong Veith. Nope, he's able to keep it off the wall. Kevin Kinder says, Griff having a bad day. He surely is. As Garrett Kinder leads him down on the pit road. And look at the gap between Kinder and Josh Oswald. That's an advantage on pit road if I've ever seen one before. Kinder has that number 1 pit stall. Comes to a halt. So he was able to win the race off of pit road. Like everybody coming down pit road as there goes Garrett Kinder, Josh Oswald, Tyler Rice. Josh Smith just barely beats Tracy Passes then Brandon Wallace, Alex Veith, Christian Dedman, William Griffith, Charlie Elmore. And there's a couple more cars on pit road still getting some damage repaired. Cody Bohm, Aaron Adcock, Josh Lokenvitz, Kyle Roberts, all on pit road. Kyle Roberts with extensive damage. He's been, actually, he's parked it at the end of pit road here. Not quite sure how long that truck's been sitting there, but tough break for Kyle Roberts there. Ratchet Miller says, show up to support my 13 Kinder Farm and Ranch driver. Really enjoy when you call the race, Josh. Kind of enjoy Eddie Smith as well. Well, I appreciate the kind words. Try to have as much fun and make it as entertaining for you guys as I can. I wouldn't be able to give as much entertainment if we didn't have the great drivers that we have here in this truck series. Kevin says Kyle is guarding the barrels, and you know, it kind of does look like that. Does give me a great view of the end of pit road here off the back bumper of this 35 machine. Not going to see the best view off the front bumper, but nevertheless, a great view of pit road, or coming onto pit road. So here we go. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to re-rack them, restack them, and refire them. Here at Rockingham is when we take the green flag. We're only going to have about 40 laps to go. Kyle Roberts finally has made his way to his pit stall. Garrett Kinder down on the inside. Josh Oswald on the outside. Tyler Rice restarting in third. We've seen him have some pretty good restarts in that third position. We'll see if Tyler Rice is able to get a good jump here on the start. Try to get around Josh Oswald as pace truck dives down on the pit road. Kinder hits that loud pedal. We're back. Green flag racing. Kinder able to sneak up in front of the 17 of Oswald. Here comes Tyler Rice. Take a look down underneath that 17 machine, but just not quite close enough to make a move as Josh Oswald rockets off the corner. And he's trying to chase down Garrett Kinder. A little further back, we've got some side-by-side racing. Just saw Alex Veith and Christian Dedman going at it. Dedman able to move around on the outside. Here comes Griff trying to move around the 51 of Veith as well. Veith, a lot of damage to that machine. Griff has a decent amount of damage, but he's able to hold on to it up there as well. And he's going to run around the outside of Alex Veith to move himself up into the 8th position. Tracy Passions used his reset. He's able to get back into the race, looking down underneath the 47 of Josh Smith. Not quite there yet, but as they rocket down into turn number 1, able to make it stick there, and he's going to get around the 47 into turn number 3 to move himself back into the 4th position. Now, is he going to have enough time to run down Garrett Kinder, try to retake the lead? Josh Smith, though, trying to fight back on that high side, just not able to do it. Now Passions is running down the 6 of Tyler Rice. Right along here with Tracy, and see how he diamonds the corner there to get the run off the corner. Side-by-side action here. Sorry about that. I don't know how that popped up. So Passion's able to move himself up into the 3rd position. Now he's going to set his sights on the 17 of Josh the Jet Oswald. Christian Dedman had some issues on track. Let's take a look to see what happened to Dedman. Oh, he dives down to the bottom. Looks like he got something going on there. Garrett Kinder continues to lead over Josh Oswald, and Tracy Passon's back into the third position. So Tracy trying to get himself back up into the mix here, trying to get a win. Kinder needs to get a win to automatically advance himself to Phoenix. Josh Oswald sitting back here in second, trying to play spoiler. Again, Oswald trying to win here tonight to automatically advance himself to Phoenix. Same with Tracy Passons. Well, further back, Josh Smith and Tyler Rice having a little battle here. Smith trying to get to the back bumper of the 6. He's also got the 99 of Brandon Wallace right behind him as well. Wallace having a great run up into the 6th position. As Tracy Passons has caught the 17 of Josh Oswald. Oswald catches a little bit of that apron. That slows him down. That's going to allow Tracy Passons to get down to the inside. Back on board with Passons and just not able to make the move. While they're racing each other hard, it's allowed Garrett Kinder to stretch his lead out to just over a half a second. As we're getting close to 25 laps to go, Passons still trying to take a look down to the inside of the 17, but Oswald just not giving up, not allowing Passons to get the run. Just behind him, we see Josh Smith, Brandon Wallace. Wallace slowly gaining on that 47 machine. While that's going on, we see Cody Bohm up into the mix here as well. So Bohm trying to get around the 99. Not quite close enough now as Griff taking a look down to the inside of Aaron Adcock. Again, Adcock has a lot of damage to the right side of that truck. He's just trying to hold on and get as many points here tonight as he can. Tracy Passons is trying to make that move yet again on Oswald. Taking a look up to the high side, to the low side. He's been looking everywhere, trying to get some grip to get around the 17. He's got a bit of a run here down into turn number 1 this time. Right down on the apron, and Passons finally clears the 17. Is the 17 going to try to cross him over? He does not. So move Tracy Passons back up into the 2nd position. We have just 26 laps to go here at Rockingham. Is there enough time for Passons to try to run down Garrett Kinder? Get a late race caution, bunch everybody back up? Again, Kinder in a bit of a must-win situation here tonight. Brandon Wallace taking a look down, trying to get around the 6 of Tyler Rice. He's going to have the position here going into turn number 1, just like we saw with Josh Oswald and Tracy Passons. These two are side by side down the backstretch. Has to tuck back in line. Griff Dover is in the top 10, currently running in the 10th position. Now Brandon Wallace taking a look down again to the inside of the 6. Tyler Rice got really tight there, pushed up the track. allowed Brandon Wallace to get by, but here comes Wallace now on the inside. I'm sorry, Tyler Race on the inside. Tried to cross Wallace back up, but not able to do it. Now Cody Bohm trying to get around the 6 machine up on the high side. This time Bohm pushes way up the track. It's really easy to push up here. Talked about those bumps earlier in the race, and those bumps, as you hit them, they'll make that truck walk right up the track, and we're seeing exactly that on these older tires. Garrett Kinder still out front, but Tracy Passons sitting back there in the 2nd position. Slowly just reeling in that 13 machine. We ride along here with Tracy Passons. Oh, Passons hits the wall hard. Tracy trying to fight for every inch on the track, trying to get everything he can out of that truck. Overdrove it, just barely caught the wall. We see quite a bit of damage to the right side of that machine. And what was just about 0.3 of a second has now climbed to over a second, as we see a couple of Joshes battling here. Josh Oswald and Josh Smith fighting for the 3rd position. As we have just 19 laps to go. See, both these drivers kind of run that higher lane and then ducking down. And ooh, William Griffiths spun out. No caution, but heavy damage to the 12 machine. No longer in the top 10. So he's able to get that truck back going. And the 2 Joshes continue to battle at it. See if we're going to see what happened to Griff here. It looks like he just got a little loose on the apron and tried to hold on to it, then caught the apron, spun it back around, trying not to bring out the caution, and ends up just spinning it down to the bottom. As this battle is continuing between Josh Oswald and Josh Smith. And here comes Brandon Wallace up into the mix as well. Wallace almost gets into the back of Josh Smith. As now Oswald hits the bumps the wrong way, pushes way up the track. It's going to allow Josh Smith to take the advantage here to the inside as they come down the front stretch and into turn number 1. And Josh Smith is going to take over that 3rd position. Here comes Brandon Wallace into the mix here as well. Oswald going to cross over Smith, but not quite close enough to try to get underneath him and make a move. Brandon Wallace right there on the back bumper of the 17. As they are side by side for the 4th position. These two showing some great car control between the two of them, able to run side by side on each other's door and not have issues with each other. Oh, Mike Veith catches the wall in front of him. As I say that, they start banging doors down the backstretch, trying to get around the 9 of Mike Veith. That's going to move Brandon Wallace solidly up into the 4th position. Now, is he going to have enough time to run down the 47 of Josh Smith to get up on the podium? We have just 13 laps left. Garrett Kinder has almost a 3-second lead over 2nd place Tracy Passons. Then it's another 2.5 seconds back to the 47 of Josh Smith. The only thing that Tracy and Josh can hope for right now would be a late race caution to bunch the field back up. But right now, Garrett Kinder out there in cruise control, trying to win the race here and punch his ticket automatically to Phoenix. We're right along with Kinder here. We see a little bit of damage to the right side of Kinder's truck. Looks like he might have been up into the wall just a little bit, but currently just running this truck in cruise control. Fighting over the, see how much the hands are moving as he's fighting over the bumps. And a little further back here, we see Brandon Wallace has run down Josh Smith. It's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to get around him. With 10 laps to go, is Wallace going to be able to move around the 47? Using every inch of track to try to chase down the 47 of Josh Smith. A little further back, Cody Boehm and Josh Oswald are battling side by side. So Cody Boehm's going to try to move himself up into the 5th position. And, oh, almost some contact between him and Josh Oswald. That would have been the yellow that Tracy Parsons needed, but Boehm was able to avoid contact as Brandon Wallace tries to use every inch of track to catch the 47. Kevin Kinder says we don't talk about the C word with 10 laps to go. It's my job is to stir up the drama. Speaking of drama, we've got some great racing here on track between Josh Smith and Brandon Wallace. Currently, Garrett Kinder is out to a 4-second lead over Tracy Parsons, so this is the race right now as Brandon Wallace takes a look down underneath Josh Smith as Josh Smith pushed way up the track and on the bump. We've seen that all night long. As this battle continues with just 6 laps to go. A couple drivers making their way back up into the top 10. We see Aaron Adcock back into the 7th position after hard damage earlier in the race. Alex Veith currently running in the top 10, so another driver who was involved in a couple incidents earlier sees himself in the top 10. Josh Lokenvitz, after having an issue going a lap down on the first couple laps of the race, he's currently up into the 11th position, so another great rebound for that truck. Right now, just 5 laps to go, coming to 4 laps to go. The best battle on track right now is right here for the final step of the podium. And Brandon Wallace is able to get around Josh Smith to move himself up into the 3rd position. Now it's a 4-second gap from Brandon Wallace up to Tracy Parsons. Parsons currently 4.5 seconds behind our leader, Garrett Kinder. As Kinder comes off of turn number 4 to the stripe here. Just 3 laps to go here at Rockingham. Unless something drastic happens, again, Garrett Kinder just currently in cruise control. Aaron Adcock trying to move himself up another position up into the top 5. Trying to take a look to the outside of Josh Oswald. And Aaron Adcock is going to take that position away. So Aaron Adcock up into the top 5. Having a great points day, a great rebound after getting caught up in a couple incidents early. But Garrett Kinder has just taken the 2 to go. So he comes down the backstretch. He's got the lap truck of Josh Lokenvitz right in front of him. Lokenvitz is the last car on the lead lap. And he's going to allow Kinder to get right on by. The white flag will fly this time. 1 to go here at Rockingham. The yellow flag has been put away. We will erase this one out. Garrett Kinder makes his way off of turn number 2. Sets his sights for turns 3 and 4 for the last time. As they come through turns 3 and 4, Garrett Kinder sees the checkered flag in the air. And Garrett Kinder is going to win at Rockingham. Tracy Passon's coming off turn number 4. He will come home P2. And Brandon Wallace having a great run up into the 3rd position. Josh Smith and Aaron Adcock will round out 3rd and 4th. I'm sorry, 4th and 5th, but here we go. Garrett Kinder coming down to the front stretch to celebrate his win here at Rockingham. He's going to take an extra victory lap as well. I'm not quite sure that Kinder knows the race is over. He's still out there running laps. Comes down to the stripe here. We've seen this celebration many a times. He'll probably get 3 or 4 donuts in, and then he'll just get clobbered. There it is. In typical Rebels fashion, Garrett Kinder gets his celebration, and the Demolition Derby begins. Let's take a look at the results here tonight. Garrett Kinder, again, is your winner. Tracy Passons comes home in 2nd. 3rd, Brandon Wallace, Josh Smith in 4th, and Aaron Adcock round out your top 5. Josh Oswald brings it home P6. Cody Boehm into the 7th position. Charlie Elmore back in 8th. Alex Veith and Tyler Rice round out your top 10. Josh Lokovitz brings it home in 11th. William Griffith in 12th. Mike Veith, 13th. Christian Denman having a rough night tonight in 14th, 37 laps down. Kyle Roberts in 15th. Jason Warren back in 16th, and Mickey Isaac rounds out the field without being able to turn a lap. As we get ready for our post-race interviews. And as always, our post-race interviews are brought to you by the Thunderstruck Super Series. Now let's see if we can interview our 3rd place finisher tonight, Brandon Wallace. Brandon, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Josh, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing well. Great job tonight coming home P3, getting yourself up on the podium. It was a hard-fought battle to get yourself up there. What was the strategy tonight? How were you able to do it?
Man, I was trying to kind of get off with them tires, and then we ended up, the cautions put everybody back on the same sequence, so I was doing my best to save tires but get around everybody at the same time. It's hard to pass here.
Yeah, for sure. You had a great battle there going on with Josh Oswald for a little while. You guys were side by side for about 3 or 4 laps, giving each other a lot of room. It seems like you almost have to force the driver to your outside to hit the bumps wrong and send them up the track. Is that kind of the idea here, or just hoping someone makes a mistake?
Yeah, you got to push them up or bump them just about to make the pass. The bottom just kind of bogs you down, and that high line, got to drive off. So it's hard to make the pass here.
Well, a great job here coming home in P3. A great 1-3 finish here for Reaper Racing, so that's good to see as well. And as we move on to Texas next week, how do you like your chances there?
Man, I don't know. That's not my, I live in Texas, but that's not my favorite track at all to race. So I'm going to give it all I got.
10-4. Well, before we let you go, anyone you want to thank? Any shout-outs you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, man, I want to thank you guys first at Intensity, and especially you, Josh. You do a great job. And my teammate Kendall for winning the race and locking himself in the playoffs. He's going to miss next week. So, and everybody, Grip and everybody, Coach, all the Reaper guys for sure. And it's great to be in this league, man.
Well, again, congrats on the P3, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week at Texas. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
So that was your 3rd place finisher, Brandon Wallace. Let's bring in our 2nd place finisher tonight, Tracy Passons. Tracy, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Josh?
Man, I'm doing well. Great job tonight coming on P2. Fought through a lot of adversity tonight. You had the contact with Garrett Kinder. It set you back quite a bit. Got the truck repaired. We're driving back through, trying to run Kinder back down. Looks like you hit the bumps wrong and just pushed up into the wall, but able to hold on for that 2nd position. What happened there to get yourself up into the wall as you were running the Kinder down the late part of the race?
Well, you want the truth. I get a little nervous and get a little excited. And if I would have kept doing what I was doing to get there, I would have been all right. But you always want that little bit more when you can see the dog tail wagging, and pushed it a little too hard.
For sure. Every time you're chasing that rabbit, it gets a little more exciting, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you just keep mashing.
The contact, though, between you and Kinder didn't look like it was intentional, but you were able to rebound from it. What happened there? Did Kinder just get in a little deeper? Or?
I just drove it in there deep, and he was coming down the same time I was driving it in there, and we just made a little contact.
Well, next week, Kinder won't be around, so you won't have to worry about him making contact with you next week. So we look forward to seeing what you can do at Texas next week. What's the game plan for Texas, and how do you like your chances there?
Well, I think I need to calm down for next week and run the race and be patient. But I like Texas and all the races we got left. I enjoy running all of them, so maybe I can keep doing the good run. If I can't, we'll finish where I can. How about that?
Sounds like a plan, Tracy. Well, before I let you go, any shout-outs you got to give? Anyone you want to thank here tonight?
Yes, sir. Sounds like a broken record, but I'm going to have to give you another shout-out for doing this every weekend and taking time out of your day to do this. But I know you enjoy it. You wouldn't be doing it, would you, Josh?
Absolutely not.
But all the sponsors, Holl Heating and Sheet Metal, and everybody that's involved in this whole series lets us do what we love every night. And appreciate all my family for watching and my teammate Po-Man Motorsports, and we'll see what happens at the end of this show. How about that?
Sounds like a plan. Po-Man had a bit of a rough beginning, but both ended up in the top 5. So congratulations on that. And we'll see you next week in Texas.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And we'll see you, okay?
Have a great one.
All right. Bye-bye.
So that was your second place finisher, Tracy Passons. Let's talk to your winner tonight, who just I'm going to pull him right in here and throw him for a loop. Garrett Kinder, you got Josh with the booth. You got me?
I got you, Josh. What's up?
I know you were trying to show Brandon something there, but I think this is a little more important because you got the win here tonight, and dominating fashion at that. Looked like you really knew your way around this track. We saw the unintentional contact with Tracy. He knew that it was completely unintentional, but man, you guys are starting to get a little bit of history, huh?
Yeah. Tracy and I, I guess if we're both fast, and I guess these things happen whenever you're racing hard. I know, I race him harder than I race just about anybody else, just because, man, that's how he races me back, and we enjoy doing it. We can still cut up and laugh about it and have a good time with it. Tonight I came out on top. I don't know what happened when he got behind me. He reeled me in from like a second and a half back and got up to like 3/10, or probably less than that, 3/1000 maybe. I mean, he was on my bumper, and then looked like he just got super tight off of 2 and smoked the wall. And unfortunate, but I was glad to come home with the win, no matter how it happened.
Yeah, he said he got a little excited, overdrove the corner, and just tried to knock down that wall. So fortunate for him, but you get the win here tonight in what is actually a must-win situation for you here tonight, because you will be missing the race next week. So it's got to feel good to get that off the back.
Absolutely, yeah. Tonight was I don't get nervous about many races. Tonight was one I was kind of nervous about. Just it's track, and we don't run it just very often across many series. We've been running it pretty much all weekend, but other than that, it's just a difficult track, and it seems like it changes every time you run it. Either with the tire package that we bring, the updated trucks drive different than what the old ones did here. The cup cars last night were a handful and a half, just pushing tight, and these were nowhere near the same. So just fun track, just kind of hell to drive, to be honest.
Yeah, very bumpy track as well. We saw the bumps really coming into play tonight. You were able to navigate those bumps better than anybody else here tonight, so congratulations with the win. And I'm not going to wish you luck at Texas next week, because we know you won't be there. You'll be in Texas watching the All-Star race.
Yeah. Having a good time down there with quite a few of the guys over here from Rebels, so really looking forward to that.
Awesome, man. Well, before we let you go, I know you got a list you got to thank, so.
I got a list. First, thank you for broadcasting this deal. Once again, shout out to Tracy. Hard racing, and this is a mile track. I guess it's not necessarily considered a short track, but we raced it like a short track tonight, a little bit of beating and banging and having a good time with it. So shout out to Tracy. Glad he still brought home P2 and was able to get a good finish out of the deal. I thank everybody over at Kinder Farm and Ranch and Ratchet Speed Shop. Love having all those people just texting me. My buddy Bubba from back home, he was watching the race. They've been texting me. It means a lot to have the support that I do, so can't beat it. Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers. If you want to keep your stuff hot and keep your stuff cold for cheaper and longer than anybody else, make sure you check out Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers at bigfrig.com. Like you said before, going to hang out with Ray Page and Wolfpack Racing guys and the Big Frig guys at Texas this coming weekend. So big shout out to them. Give me the opportunity to come hang out and just spend some time with them, watch some good racing down in Texas, hopefully. And I've read a little bit on the format of the All-Star race. It sounds pretty interesting, so we'll see how it goes. Got to thank all my teammates over at Reaper Racing. Coach had a tough night tonight. I think he disconnected. Pretty frustrating night for him. But, Brandon Wallace bringing it home P3, that's just phenomenal. Of course, I was racing over there, and Josh Oswald and Cody Bain were with me as well. So, really good finish for most of the guys that I was hanging out with tonight. So, big shout out to all of them. Picked up a new short track team for some open setup stuff in the big cars as well. So Velocity Motorsports, like being part of that, still trying to figure out where I fit in. Been having some luck and some officials, so that's fun, along with Shock Eye Racing Performance and Superior Performance Motorsports. So that's a full list. Thank Griff, of course. Everybody got to thank Griff. He's the one that kind of orchestrates this whole circus. So good times.
For sure, and at times that's exactly what it seems like is a circus, but we enjoy having you guys every Sunday night here on Intensity, and again, congrats on the win. And how do you like your chances? I know you're not going to have a chance next week, but how do you like your chances at Phoenix?
My chances at Phoenix are abysmal. I absolutely despise that track. Really don't have very good history at that track, so we'll see how it goes. I've been able to do pretty well. I know Tracy's good at Phoenix. His teammate Aaron Adcock, he's pretty dominant at Phoenix a lot of times. So I know they're going to be tough to beat. We'll see how the Final Four shakes out after Texas. See who can get in that Final Four with me. But yeah, not great chances, but we're going to go with send it anyway.
For sure. Well, good luck in 2 weeks at Phoenix, and we'll catch you later.
See ya.
So there you have it, your winner, Garrett Kinder, here tonight at Rockingham in an exciting race here on Intensity. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Of course, our biggest mover of the race was the 47 of Josh Smith. Josh Smith does get the Hard Charger Award, brought to you by Evil Empire SimSport. Josh Smith moved up 8 positions tonight, up into the top 5. Finishing P4, so congratulations to the driver of the 47. And congratulations to Garrett Kinder again for moving himself automatically into the playoffs, into the round of 4. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on Intensity Broadcasting. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Check out the Original Rebels Racing League website at ORRleague.com. Check out our web store at IntensityBroadcasting.com. And from myself and everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting, we thank you again for tuning in. As our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over and out.